All right, so we're diving into some pretty interesting stuff today. All this buzz about Manhattan's
Yeah.
housing market, right?
Yep.
Like it's heating up like crazy. And we've got this Bloomberg article from April 2nd, 2025 that lays it all out.
Definitely seems like things are moving.
Yeah. And what we really want to do is figure out, what does this mean for you guys out there, especially those of you running cleaning businesses in Manhattan?
Absolutely.
And I mean, specifically thinking about those specialized services that you offer, like the carpet cleaning,
Yeah.
the really high-end stuff, the tile and grout restoration, pressure washing, all that good stuff.
Mm.
So yeah, let's break it down.
Okay. Sounds good.
So this Bloomberg piece basically says Manhattan home sales are surging.
Mm.
Like we're talking a significant jump. And apparently it's all thanks to these recent dips in mortgage rates.
Right. That seems to be the main driver bringing in a lot of new buyers, folks who are maybe waiting on the sideline.
Exactly. Like suddenly it's like, okay, now's the time to jump in.
Yeah.
So how do we connect this to, the cleaning world?
Well, think about it this way. When someone buys a new place, especially in a market like Manhattan, they want it to be, well, perfect.
A fresh start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A fresh start. And that often means investing in a real deep clean.
Okay, so not just like a quick once over.
No, we're talking about the kind of cleaning that really gets into every nook and cranny, and this is where your specialty services come in.
I see where you're going with this.
Right, because we're not just talking about vacuuming and dusting here.
Right, it's more than that.
This is about reviving a stained antique rug, maybe meticulously cleaning marble tile. That kind of stuff requires real expertise, and it's often top of mind for new homeowners.
Especially after they've just, shelled out a ton of money for a place.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
want to make sure everything is pristine.
And let's not forget about those amazing outdoor spaces you find in Manhattan.
Oh, yeah, the penthouses with the huge terraces and balconies, those are prime candidates for pressure washing.
For sure.
So yeah, there's definitely a need for those specific skills.
Absolutely. So basically what you're saying is that this surge in home sales, especially in Manhattan, means more potential customers for those of you who are offering these high-end services.
Precisely. And it's even more interesting when you consider that Manhattan is known for its, high-value properties.
Oh, yeah, we're talking luxury.
Exactly. So these homes often have premium materials, intricate natural stone flooring, luxury wool carpets, that sort of thing.
Stuff that needs special care.
Right. You can't just use any old cleaning product or technique on them.
So new owners of these places are going to be looking for people like you guys who have the knowledge and the right tools to handle these delicate tasks.
That's the key. They need someone they can trust.
So would you say this is a prime opportunity for those offering that specialized touch?
I'd say so. It's a very specific market with a potentially high concentration of demand.
So it's not just about the number of homes being sold.
It's about the types of homes and the increased likelihood that those homes will need exactly the kind of in-depth cleaning you provide.
Gotcha. So what's the bottom line here for everyone listening? Like, what should they be taking away from all of this?
Well, this uptick in sales driven by these mortgage rate changes that we talked about, it's not just a temporary thing.
So it's not just a blip on the radar.
No, it suggests a potential increase in your target customer base in Manhattan.
Which is huge.
Of course, it's always worth remembering that market dynamics can shift, and these rates are definitely something to keep an eye on.
Right. Things are always changing.
But if we connect this to the bigger picture, we can see that the housing market's activity is often tied to these broader economic factors like interest rate.
And understanding that can help you anticipate future trends.
Exactly. This current surge gives us a valuable snapshot of potential demand.
A sneak peek into the future.
You could say that.
Okay, so to wrap things up, what have we learned today? What are the key takeaways from this deep dive into the Bloomberg report?
Well, it seems clear that this boom in Manhattan home sales, fueled by those lower mortgage rates, is very likely to translate into increased demand for residential cleaning contractors.
Especially those who specialize in services like carpet cleaning tile and grout and pressure washing.
Precisely, and particularly for those high-end properties we've been talking about.
Okay, so that's the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the big question is, what do you do with it?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's a question for you at Magic Wand Company and for all your customers.
With more homes changing hands in Manhattan, what can you do right now to make sure your services are front and center?
How can you position yourselves to capture this potential surge in demand?
That's the million-dollar question,
It is.
and one that we hope you'll think about carefully.
Absolutely.
Well, as always, we'll continue to keep an eye on these market trends and bring you the insights to help your business thrive.
Sounds good.
You can count on us right here on The Deep Dive. We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Come check us out at magicwandcompany.com.